Picture this. A legendary educator, after decades of inspiring minds and challenging norms, delivers his final lecture in a packed classroom. That's the emotional core of The Last Class, a documentary that's taken the film world by storm as an unexpected blockbuster. But here's where it gets fascinating. This isn't just a movie about economics. It's a heartfelt tribute to the power of teaching in our democracy. And trust me, this is the part most people miss. How one man's swan song could reignite debates on inequality and education that still divide us today. Back in the early 1980s, Robert Reich began his journey as a professor, stepping into his first classroom with the energy of someone who was about to change lives. Fast forward to 2023, and The Last Class captures the poignant close of that chapter, as he wraps up his last semester teaching the highly sought-after course on wealth and poverty at UC Berkeley. For those unfamiliar, this class dives deep into the forces shaping economic disparities. Think discussions on how wealth is distributed, who benefits from it, and why some people end up with more than others. It's not dry theory. Reich makes it relatable by tying it to real-world examples, like how a minimum wage hike could lift a single parent's family out of poverty, or why corporate tax loopholes widen the gap between the rich and the everyday worker. Directed by first-time filmmaker Elliot Kirshner, The Last Class has raked in an astonishing $700,000 at the box office. And that's without a broad theatrical rollout. It's a testament to the buzz around Reich and his message. The film kicks off with lighthearted moments, like Reich snapping selfies with eager students, a sign of his rock star status on campus, where one kid even asks for his autograph on a sneaker. It's adorable, but it also hints at the deeper respect he commands. Beyond the classroom, Reich's resume is a who's who of American policy and thought leadership. He's served as an economic advisor to President Barack Obama, led the Department of Labor under President Bill Clinton, and even worked as an assistant to the Solicitor General during the Ford administration. And get this, in the movie, he jokingly claims he was special assistant to Abraham Lincoln, quickly admitting it's a bad joke. He's also a media staple, having co-founded Inequality Media Civic Action, a nonprofit dedicated to breaking down complex economics for the public. Plus, he's authored bestsellers like The System, Who Rigged It, How We Fix It, which critiques rigged economic systems and proposes fixes. Think, reforms to make taxes fair or strengthen worker protections. But according to the documentary, it's his role as a professor that truly defines him. I've been teaching for 42 years, doing plenty of other stuff, but I've always circled back to the classroom. That's my true home, and honestly, I can't picture life without it. He shares early on. Yet, as Reich turned 79, he started questioning if he could keep up the pace. In 2023, he decided to step away, though he absolutely hates the word retirement. It's a bold choice, isn't it? Here's where things get controversial. Some might argue that experienced educators like Reich should keep going, sharing wisdom indefinitely, while others could say it's time to pass the baton to fresh voices. What do you think? Is retirement just a label, or does it stifle innovation in academia? On screen, Reich is a master showman in the lecture hall, vigilantly scanning faces to gauge engagement and using interactive activities to illustrate wealth gaps. I'm watching you all, and I'd guess 20% of you are totally lost on what I just explained, but we'll revisit it, no worries, he says with reassuring patience. This approach shines through in his teaching style, where he empowers students to think critically rather than just memorize facts. Compared to his past stint at Harvard, Reich raves about UC Berkeley's public university status, which attracts a student body from varied economic backgrounds, leading to less entitlement and more real-world perspectives than at elite private schools. For alumni of Cal, or any college grad, the film's glimpses of campus life evoke that nostalgic rush. The bustling quads, the late-night study sessions, and those aha moments in class that change how you view the world. Even though the 71-minute documentary only shows a handful of classroom scenes, they remind us why college can be transformative, sparking curiosity and debate. The movie steers clear of getting tangled in dense economic jargon, instead spotlighting Reich's personal warmth, his deep respect for teaching, and how education fuels democracy. Like top-notch instructors everywhere, he's not out to dictate beliefs but to sharpen thinking skills. UC Berkeley will surely feel his absence. And this is the part that might surprise you. In an era of polarized opinions on education funding and inequality, films like this could push us to rethink how we value public institutions. Is Reich's focus on how to think the antidote to today's echo chambers? Or does it overlook the need for action over analysis? I'd love to hear your take. Agree or disagree? Drop your thoughts in the comments. The Last Class hits theaters nationwide on October 22nd, 2025, with tickets available for a screening at Cinemark Century Monterey 13. Details on streaming options are still pending. October 17, 2025 Senior Culture Editor Dan Gentile is the Senior Culture Editor at SF Gate, where he has covered music, movies, and San Francisco subcultures since 2019. Previously, he was the founding editor of Thrillist Austin and worked as a freelance writer for over 15 years, with pieces in outlets like Texas Monthly, Wax Poetics, Rolling Stone, Defector, The Ringer, and more. He earned San Francisco Press Club Awards in 2022 and 2023 for commentary and investigative reporting.